مساء الخير عليكم يا احلى شباب، ورجعت لكم تاني في فيديو جديد جيمرز اند جنتلمان. معاكم احمد بهجت من قناه فراجني والمزيد من هيتمان 3 والميشن الجزء الثالث والاخير من الميشن ديث ان ذا فاميلي. وطبعا الميشن دي عشان هي طويله شويه قررت اقسمها على 3 فيديوهات، وده هيكون ان شاء الله الفيديو الاخير ويا رب يعجبكم. ولو انت اول مره بتشوف الفيديو ما تنساش تشترك، لو انت مشترك ما تنساش تتفاعل واللايكات يا جماعه عشان الفيديو ينتشر. وهيا بنا نلعب. ننجز بقى المهمه دي، نتكلم الباتلر. انت فين يا حاج باتلر؟ ايه نزلك؟ انا كنت يعني انت كنت واقف بره. لسه هقعد على السلم تاني بقى. تقريبا في سلم هنا. اه انزل بقى انزل بقى. تعالى يا حاج باتلر.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I've prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't.
اوكي. suspects 1 2 3 4. alibi confirmed. The youngest child of Alexa, Rebecca, is suspect in the murder of Zachary. Mr. Fernsby
To commit the murder. But I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. This is very useful information, 47. A quick glance, and I can see that you've already uncovered some relevant facts. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
I think اللي انا عايز، انا عندي الادله الكافيه زي ما هي بتقول، اللي انا اثبت لريكسا ان اللي هو ما انتحرش، وانا اشك في شخص ما. ولكن ازاي اجيب بقى اليكسا فوق؟ يعني فين اليكسا؟ اهي. تعال نروح لاليكسا على طول كده. يا ميس اليكسا، ميس ممكن نتكلم؟ انت مش راضيه تتكلمي معايا؟ هلو. يبقى لازم اكويشن سسبكتس الاول يعني.
I need to know what's going on. This
انت
affects me
سسبكت؟
too, you know.
اه.
Patrick Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Ask about Zachary.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to
Creepy
live
as
in a
hell.
museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexa used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Suspicious
Did you
activity.
see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary tops himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
عشان هو مش عاجبه بس مش اكتر يعني. باتريك questions. تمام. في حاجة هنا؟ لا صور. كاميرا 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 كاميرا. paperwork scanned. اوكي. intel documents on Carly's asset او Carly's asset. ماشي. طب نكويشن البتاع اللي بقى. تعالي تعالي.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends.
Anything
anything
else
else you want
you
to
feel
ask
like
me?
mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
هو بياخد سيلفي ادوارد تقريبا ورا ده. طيب هي فتنت شويه على الباتلر يعني. كل ملخص الكلام الباتلر شافته في الطرقه وكان متوتر. فين التارجت تو انفستيجيت نيكست؟ مين؟ مين تاني؟ ده عملوا انفستيجيت ده؟ تعال.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach!
Tokens for Rebecca and Mr. Friendsby. Okay. Suspects. لسه ما شفتش دي. وده معرفش فرينسبي ده اللي هو لا مش عارف. مش متعلم عليه. المهم خلينا نشوف.
Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Okay, done with that. طب مين اللي جاي بقى؟ مين عليه الدور؟
Greetings, sir.
ممكن نروح لها على طول؟ تعالي تعالي. ميس ينفع اتكلم معاها دلوقتي؟ قاعده زي النحله في البيت انت. طب مين هينفستيجيت تاني؟ مين بقى؟ سسبكتس. فاضل ده ريبيكا. بس هي فين ريبيكا؟ عملت انفستيجيت للشخص ده وده تقريبا. دي عملت لها فاضل ده بس تقريبا ده فرينزبي. ده اللي هو السسبكت الاساسي يعني. ودي السيف اللي انا لقيتها.
And I demand that you personally take responsibility for your part. Get your arse overseas and help me straighten things out. Thank you.
اه فيها اهو ده.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
استنى بس قبل ما انت جاي واقف هنا في الوش. الكاميرا هنا صح؟ اه في المكان ده. اريا ديسكفرد. انا اول مره اجي هنا. اكبر ترابيزه سفره في التاريخ.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business. Zachary, I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. Gregory coming on the nightclub. Provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior?
فين الماب. انا واقف هي على يميني بالظبط هنا.
Certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by my supposed death. You were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, mother, and the staff.
كفايه عليك كده.
If that's all, I have a speech to write.
كل ده تمام. اسيبك تقول
Did you
التالتة
notice anything
واسيبك
else out
امشي
of
بقى.
the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and he showed up?
مفيش غير اللوحة دي. طب ليه ما عملش اسكان من الاول طيب؟ بورتري. اوكي تعال نروح للباتلر. في اماكن عايز تصور تاني غير المكان الغتت ده؟ نو انا استلم في ظهري. مدام انت فين يا مدام؟
in charge of the funeral. I got word he's upset with Madame Carlyle.
I vetted him thoroughly. He's good.
فوق هي؟ اهي لسه فوق. طب السلم بقى السلم.
Maybe we should get back to.
كفايه تحرش بقى يا عم الحاج انت.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
نقابل الولية تحت اهي تحتيها على طول. مفيش نزول من هنا طبعا. لازم الف من عند راس الرجال صالح. خلق هي راحت فين؟ اهي.
I'm ready to present my conclusion.
Very well. Let's talk in my office.
يلا. يعني كل البيت ده مش مركبه اسانسير؟ انا عارف الاوفيس بتاعك فين، حوظته خلاص.
How are you, sir?
زي الفل يا كابتن. كنا بنطلع له منين؟ انا ماشي صح مش كده؟ طيب يبقى من هنا. اهو. انا عايز اقول لكم يا جماعه ان الميشن دي انا لعبتها تقريبا ساعتين ونص تقريبا يعني، بس انا اختصرتها كلها في ليكم في فيديو، وفي اماكن كتير رحتها طبعا شلتها عشان الفيديو ميبقاش طويل وممل، ولكن لازم يعني اجيب لكم في الاخر الخلاصه ازاي عدت الميشن دي بالطريقه المعتاده العاديه. تعالي يا حاج.
Looking good today, sir.
وانت كمان. ده الاوفيس؟ لا ده اوضه النوم.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
ماشي.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Accuse Fernsby.
The butler, Mr. Fernsby, killed Zachary.
Fernsby? Oh, you've got that wrong. He would never do such a thing. He is the most loyal man I have ever met.
I found pills in his office that matches the poison that killed your brother. Furthermore, I found Zachary's notebook, half burned, in Mr. Fernsby's fireplace. It showed that Zachary intended to publish a written confession to a murder the two of you committed nearly 50 years ago. The murder of your older brother, Montgomery.
That's outrageous. We did no such thing.
No need to feign innocence. I know a killer when I see one, and my discretion is assured. The papers also described how Mr. Fernsby helped you stage the murder of Montgomery as an accident. I believe he killed Zachary not to be exposed as an accomplice to murder.
Sweet Fernsby. You are wrong, Mr. Whitmer. He did not do it to protect himself. He did it to protect the Carlyle legacy. Mr. Fernsby, like myself, understands that sacrifices must be made to secure stability and prosperity. Mr. Whitmer, I'd appreciate it if your findings never leave this room. I understand Fernsby's actions, and there is no need for them to have more consequences than they already have. Fernsby was very fond of Zachary, and I'm sure his decision will haunt him to the day he dies. About your reward, have you considered an amount?
Money, leave, case file. Wow, case
I
file
want
طبعا.
the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Arthur Edwards, the Constant. But that must mean you're... I expected you'd show up.
عرفتني.
But you're not here to kill me. If you were, you would have already. The enemy of my enemy, I suppose.
Is my friend.
You can have it. You earned it. file you want is in the safe. Good hunting.
ده فتحتها لي بسهوله بعد ما طلع عينيا عشان افتحها. عايز some privacy.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time.
Intel. Case file on Arthur Edwards. The case file Alexa Carly has complied on Arthur. طيب كده فاضل لي بقى ايه اللي انا اتخلص منها؟
To take care of Madame Carlyle.
وهي كده واقفه في البلكونه بقى ايه؟ الفيو الجميل ده يبقى اخر فيو تشوفه في حياتها.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
ايه طب انا هنزل منين بقى؟ انا محتاج اهرب. مفيش بايب هنا؟ في بايب اهي بس بعيده. طيب ما هو البادي فاوند وانا اصلا يعني لما اجرب اعدي كده. اوه ده مفيش حد شاكك فيا اصلا. ممتاز.
Side you haven't seen before. There are a lot of them on the grounds.
نطلع نهرب بسرعه. السلم اللي بعده فين؟ السلم اللي بعده فين؟ اها هنا. المفروض انه هنا يعني. ايوه. انزل انزل انزل. الفرونت دور. حلو وانا بجري محدش شاكك فيا. عيب قصر كبير زي ده يبقى ده المدخل بتاعه، مش عايز ينط ليه؟ من هنا؟ من هنا.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
ايه اللي حصل ده؟ واخيرا يا جماعه تمت بحمد الله. Master of the household. Trophy earned. ده كميات لا بأس بها من التروفيز يا جماعه والاكس بيز. 30,000 ممتاز. ميشن ريتنج. بص انا قعدت ساعه ونص، ساعتين لتلت عشان اعمل الميشن يا جماعه، تخيلوا. رحت وتهت وعملت حاجات كتير. anyway يا رب تكونوا استمتعتوا بالفيديو يا شباب، وكان معاكم احمد بهجه بقناه فرجني، واستنوني في الفيديو اللي جاي الميشن الجديده بتاعت هيتمان الجزء الثالث. وما تنسوش تكتبوا لي في التعليقات زي ما قلت لكم في تنويه اول الفيديو لو انتوا عايزيني اعمل حاجات معينه في الفيديو من التشالنجز او الحاجات دي. اكتبوها لي اي تشالنج انتوا عايزينها عشان انزلكم بيها فيديو وتساعدكم انكم تخلصوها. واشوفكم فيديو جاي يا شباب جيمرز اند جنتلمان، ومع السلامه.